Hello, this is Gary from VR Roundtable again, here with another quick look at a game. This one's called Luna, and this is coming out today on October the 17th. You can pick this up on Steam. It's compatible with Oculus Rift and HTC Vive. And this is a game that has come from the developer called Funomena, and they made, well, two of their personnel, the founders of the development team Funomena, they worked on Journey for that game company, so you know, they've got sort of high expectations in my mind, because I love that game Journey, and I played a demo of this a few weeks ago, but this is the full game now, so they sent us a key to have a quick look at this, and that's what I'm doing now, so let's go ahead. So the demo I played a few weeks ago was basically what you're seeing now, although that looks a little bit different maybe. The graphic style on this game is really interesting. It's sort of presented to you in like an animated film. This is like a diorama scene in front of you. Got these weird petal-like appendages that you can use to interact with the world. So it plays with scale quite well, as you can see. You know, now I'm in this scene. It was previously a diorama scene, and now I'm here. So I don't believe we got any of this context in the demo that I played a few weeks ago, so this is good. It was a little bit confusing parts of that demo. Still interesting, I've got to say. So you generally go through these various scenes and interact with parts. So this is a fable, really. It's closer. I mean, I spoke about on the show a few weeks ago on VR Roundtable how we've got a spectrum of experiences and games, and Luna, from my first play of that demo, definitely appeared to be some kind of a closer towards the experience edge of that spectrum. There are game parts to it. There are puzzles and things like that, and as the game progresses, I'm sure that these puzzles will play a bigger role. In the demo, it's just very much a taste of the tone and the environments that the game's presenting to you, which was very interesting. But it's a fable. It's done. The story, the narrative is basically this bird. It's about a bird and this owl, and it's something to do with the bird is eating parts of the moon. Here we go. And he's on like a little journey to get back home. That's really what this is all about. You know, I don't know a great deal about the narrative. They've not given too much away, but I'm sure it'll all become clear, or at least clearer, as we play through it. That's really cool looking effects there on this part as well. It's got a very distinct look to it, as you can see. It looks great in the VR headset, I've got to say. You know, sometimes these simple but stylised graphics are the ones that work best within VR headset. Okay, so this looks like where the demo started. So I'm going to play probably just a few minutes of this, just to give you an idea of what the very start of the game is like, because I don't want to give too much away, truth be told. I don't want to... it's an experience that really will work best if you play it without knowing too much. That's the impression I get anyway. Very much like Journey, you know, it's better to go into Journey without knowing too much about that game, I think. Similarities in tone between this and Journey are definitely apparent. Obviously the gameplay and graphic style is not that similar to Journey, but it shares a lot of similarities in other ways. So this is a VR game, but it's also going to be available in a couple of weeks, I believe, for flat, just a normal monitor game on the PC. I don't think I've heard anything that this is coming out on PSVR just yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think it worked quite well on that, depending on obviously how reliant it is on certain tracking aspects and things like that. So these are the very, very sort of simple puzzles that you do at the beginning. You're just lining up these patterns, and these are all objects that you'll use in the next scene when you get to the next part. One other thing about this is the music's fantastic. Really adds to this game, the sound and the ambience of everything you're experiencing. So, you know, these are not really going to tax you for too long, these kinds of things. They're just really to set up the first scene and get you used to the mechanics of the game, I guess. It's like a brief tutorial, really. Starting to get a little bit more complicated. Again, there's really only one place where each of these stars can go. So you're making these constellations, as I say, to generate these objects and, well, in this case, an animal, a tortoise. So apparently part of the story is to do, as I say, this bird is eating parts of the moon. You know, it's not supposed to be taken literally. This is a fable, and it's telling a story using metaphors and things like that, I guess. And these other animals that you interact with in this game, I believe they've also eaten parts of the moon. So you're sort of trying to get all the pieces to put the moon back together again. At least that's the impression I get. As I say, they don't give too much away in the overall narrative on this, so. Put these down, change the colours. So as you can see, as you place these objects around, it sort of brings life to that part of the scene. And that appears to be the object of this first part of the game. Rotate this around. Pretty cool just to decorate and interact with these little dioramas, I've got to say. Now in games like Lucky's Tale and things like that, where you feel like you're looking into a diorama while you play that platform game, but you don't get, other than controlling that character, there's not a great deal of interaction with your hands. But using in this way, where you do get that interaction, performance seems great as well. So we received this code for this game just on the 16th, which is, well, that's the day I'm recording this video, but the game is released tomorrow on the 17th, so when this video goes live you should be able to pick it up on Steam. I'm not too sure of the cost, I don't think that's been revealed yet, so yeah, that's still a question to be asked, but really can make this look great. I mean, the graphics, although simplistic, they look absolutely fantastic. And I wouldn't even say they're simplistic, it's just the style that they've gone for, really. But it all works so well. As an aesthetic, you know, overall, this game does a perfect job, really, that you've got these fantastic graphics, but then you've also got the ambient music, and there is some good music in this as well. Okay. Just the lighting and everything on these scenes as well looks great, it really does. Here we are in the scene again. That's a nice little touch. There is interaction even when you're in these parts of the scene. Some nice effects, just generally nice effects in this game. As I say, is it a game at this stage? It's really more of an experience, but I think they're starting you off slowly, and there are some more puzzle aspects of this as you go along. You know, similar to Journey, there was the puzzles in Journey weren't really sort of taxing. You were intended just to play through that and experience it. This is very similar to that. I keep talking about Journey because, as I say, it has got these similarities. The developers did work on Journey, and they were two of the driving forces behind sort of producing that game for that game company. So just getting a little bit of performance hitches there. It might just be because I'm recording this footage as well. Yeah. The 3D is really utilised well in this. Okay, so that's that scene, and here we are on the next one. So okay, let's just have a quick look at this and then I'll leave it there. I don't want to give too much away in case people do want to pick this game up and experience everything for themselves, but at least this gives you an idea of what the game is all about. A few weeks ago on when I was talking about the demo on VR Roundtable, I was struggling to really get my point across of what this game is. So hopefully with this footage that's a little bit clearer now. Okay, so we do a similar thing as what we did last time. These small puzzles. And then I guess that will lead us on to the next scene once we've completed all these constellations. Okay, what I'll do, I'll leave it there. But yeah, hopefully that gives you some kind of idea of what the game is about and whether it's for you. As I say, this game probably won't be for everybody, but it's got, just from first impressions, it's got a lot to offer, especially if you were fans of games like Journey and the more sort of experiential kind of games really. But I'm interested to see where this one goes and what the payoff is like. Hopefully it'll tell an interesting story, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, thanks for watching this quick look at Luna, and don't forget to catch our impressions on the next episode of VR Roundtable, episode 58. That will be up next Monday, and we hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.